There are lots of things in England that say English summer, aren't they? Strawberries and cream, Henley Regatta, the recent Platinum Jubilee celebration, and my particular favourite, Wimbledon. Oh yes, Wimbledon, the home of so much, well, fun, frivolity, celebrities, and really a sense of a spectacular day out, if you can afford it. But now has Wimbledon gone woke too? Oh yes. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company today. This particular story really is one that you kind of think, oh no. I've filmed at Wimbledon many times, and it's a spectacular place, by the way, because when you go there, you know, you do kind of look at the people that have gone before, as I've often said here on the show, you know, the greats. And when I was a kid, I don't know if people remember that wherever you were in the world, but they used to put tennis on in place of the children's programs, you know, because it was seen as, well, just the right thing to do. So we were lucky, you know, we grew up watching the greats, really. Jimmy Connor, do you remember him? And John McEnroe. How badly behaved was John McEnroe? Met him. Yes, not too nice in the flesh. And of course, somebody who's now going to be watching it through a few bars at least, Boris Becker. Met him, actually. What a guy. Very nice guy, in fact, you know, so don't believe all the negative stories that you read. Boris was one of these people that, you know, when you think about it, he got fame so young. I mean, I believe he was 17. And I often think it's a bit like Emma Raducanu, isn't it? When they're young, they really connect with young kids. And I think that gets people interested in sport. You know, when Boris won Wimbledon the first time around when he was like 17 years old, everybody wanted to start playing tennis the moment that he'd won, because they thought, well, I could be the next Boris Becker. There've been some British nice people too, not necessarily greats, but in the legends of people like Tim Henman, and of course, you know, the people that we have nowadays. I don't know about you, they're lovely people, but I can't pronounce many of their names. But Wimbledon, if you've got an opportunity, definitely come over, experience it, all that sort of stuff. But now be prepared for Wimbledon to be woke. Interesting with Wimbledon, you know, because everything costs a fortune. I mean, I don't drink, so the Cinzanos and the Pims don't really affect me. But you're not allowed, you know, to bring in your own flask or sandwiches. No, you've got to smuggle them in. Yeah. Or hang out with Cliff Richard or somebody like that, you know, claim they were his and you were just looking after it for him, you know. But on a serious note, on the winners board now, they've decided, and I just find this daft when you think about it, but they've decided rather than say the winner being Miss or Ms, it's now just going to have their name. So it would be not Ms. Martina Navratilova, that super tennis champion that did so much, or, you know, Serena Williams or the Williams sisters. It would just have, say, S. Williams. I mean, kind of takes it away, doesn't it? Now, this is all apparently about inclusion and of course not offending anybody, but how daft is that when you think? Now, a lot of people are not happy with it, particularly certain members on the Wimbledon board, as one can imagine. But I think moving forward for people who do like Wimbledon, of course they'll just brush it aside because they're there for one thing, the tennis only. But this really is the can opener, as they say in the world of woke, because once you start that, then of course the umpire won't be able to refer to ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. It will be guests, please take your seats. You can see it coming. And what's happening is, you know, the sort of traditional things that we all remember, nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with the modern world, whatever you want to do. But why should all the tradition and history be wiped out in the favour of a minority who simply can't comprehend that there are other things in the world other than them? I'd love to know what you think to this particular story about Wimbledon and why they've decided to remove the prefixes for female athletes out there, you know, and they are champions, you know. I always think, by the way, the women work a lot harder and naturally, you know, I'll get shot down for that, but they do. When you watch it, they seem to put far much more into it than the men. And of course, the lady who really charmed us all in the Silver Jubilee year, finally, a female winner, Virginia. Remember her? Loved her. I thought she was fabulous. And to just do it on the Silver Jubilee year was marvellous in itself. But yes, sadly, Wimbledon has definitely gone woke.